What's that smell? Oh, it's it's you.
Hey, I wouldn't get snarky with me, mate.
Last time on Fallout London, Roy Bigglesworth, the faithful companion of Kira, had taken a bit of leave to head to Camden TV station to reinvestigate after finding out there was a strange signal regarding mysterious gold disappearances. Yes, after exploring there, we met a mysterious Lady G, who told us that she had a client who had bought lots of scientific equipment. That turned out to be Angel, as later, in the Natural History Museum, she divulged that she knew that we were from a vet. After helping Kira escape by tossing a grill rack between the cells, we had a showdown with Lady G and took her down a peg. We left with not one, not two, but 3 unique weapons, and also a little bit of gold. But now we're taking a trip to the post office here in Croydon. Welcome back.
So I thought I'd skip a little bit and we'd just jump straight to Croydon. There's a lot of loading screens between Westminster and here, so I thought we'd save ourselves a bit of trouble. Now, last time we were here, didn't we have like a post boxer as we went in? I feel like there was a post boxer inside. But I'm hoping beyond hope that everything is repopulated in here, because it would be nice to leave with a little bit of extra ammo. I did go in between episodes to Eastminster to buy a bunch of sorting room keys, to buy a bunch of ammo for our Scaramanga, as it looks really good. I would assume it doesn't have much in the way of modifications, right? That definitely feels like it's not going to have much in the way of modifications because it's already OP. Right, we haven't invested much into pistols at all, but already it's doing 120 damage, and it fires really quickly, or it seems to be. It's only 6 shots. I'm assuming it's as fast as you can pull the trigger, right? What do we got over here? Anything? No. There's a dirty postman hat. Those filthy fucking postmen. Right. Let's get those. Nice, nice, nice. We've got a letter there. There's the ghouls. Let's find out, actually. Let's see how... Oh, we missed. Oh, we missed. And that one we hit. Immediately. And that one's done as well. So, of 2 shots that hit, 2 ghouls went down. I mean, it does seem pretty damn good, doesn't it? Right, let's have a look in here. Pre-war money, good, good, good. Nothing in there. Got a safe. Yeah, I feel that with us having to re-record, I want to do something a little different in between. Right, we're still going to go on to the main quest. We'll probably still get there today, actually, but I don't anticipate this quest taking that long. You know, it seems to be like, grab a letter, take it back to that dude in the pub. But who knows, maybe because I know what's coming in the main quest, well, a little bit anyway, maybe we'll be a little more efficient, and it will lead to getting a little further in. Who knows? What was that? Pre-war rations. Sure, why not? Why not? Alright, well, everything's dead here. Let's have a look at this letter, shall we? McAndrews. Confidential, top secret. Just before the war started, literally got a couple of days, to recipient from Charles McAndrew. Ah, so that is from the guy. Subject, Operation Feng Shui. Classification, eyes only. Envelope marking personal. So it sounds like a spy thing. I trust this correspondence finds you in good health amidst the chaos that engulfs our once great nation. Enclosed within this manila envelope you will discover critical information pertaining to Operation Feng Shui, a venture of utmost importance to the future stability of our great nation. As our forces continue to traverse the soon-to-be desolate wasteland of America, our forces? Is he talking about were the British forces helping in America? I have compiled the following intelligence regarding troop movements, resource allocations, and why call it the desolate wasteland? Oh, maybe he's working for China? Intelligence regarding potential strategic advantages within the United Kingdom. The coded messages embedded within this letter contain vital details that must be deciphered with the utmost discretion. Troop movements. Reconnaissance teams have identified key locations for the deployment of our forces, coordinates, and technical maps enclosed within this envelope, outlining the planned movements and encampment strategic objectives. Operation Feng Shui hinges on the successful execution of several critical missions. Specifics regarding target acquisition, infiltration methods, and exit strategies are provided for your eyes only. It does feel like it's written like a MI5, MI6 type letter, right? To maintain operational security, I have adopted the alias Lao Wai. Oh, so it is, maybe he's, wow, actually, that raises an interesting point. Britain was pissed off with the US for the annexation of Canada, right? But they would surely be pissed off at China invading Alaska as well. So are Britain's spies trying to get back at America for annexing Canada and undermine them there? Or has this person been sort of recruited in this sort of scenario by the Chinese to undermine America through Britain as a medium? That seems more likely, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. For the purposes of communication, any reference to the pseudonym should be treated with the utmost confidentiality. Time is of the essence, and the success of Operation Feng Shui depends on the swift and covert implementation of the enclosed directives. Exercise caution in disseminating this information and ensure that it reaches only the most trusted members of our faction. Remember, our survival depends on our ability to outmaneuver the opposition. May our actions pave the way for a new beginning. Yours in solidarity. Why? Again, it drives, desperation drives people to some crazy things. Desperation, you look at, again, I don't want to get into politics too much, but in general, politics has become, you either vote red or you vote blue. That's it. It's become a football. It's become a sports event. It's dumb. That's not what politics is. You've got to vote for the people who've got your interests, not in harming other people's interests, who've got your interests at heart. And I don't think any of them do anymore. Right, let's go straight back to Westminster. I believe that's where McAndrew or Lao Wai is hanging out. Right, well, I guess we could run back to the two chairmen, or whatever it's called. Is it two Westminster chairmen? Why am I running so slow? Whoop, that was weird. The game just biddy-booped at me. Don't know why it did that, but yeah, I'm running real slow, right? It's not just me. It's... Now I'm not running at all. I can't run. Weird. Let's just drop a save just in case something goes down here. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I can't run. Oh, I don't think it's meant to do that. I don't think it's meant to do that, Kira. I'm going to take the sidewalk. Oh, I think the game's crashed. Alright, we're back. The little bing boom was the game telling me there was a fatal error. I'm guessing it was in loading the assets, and that's why we crashed. But, I mean, most of the time Bethesda games just crash, so good job Fallout London for adding error messages, I guess. Oh, there's no door here, that's, Interesting. Okay, what if we go into... There are no people here too. It's not like in this area much, is it? Can we go in and out? Will that fix our little problem here? Maybe it doesn't like you travelling from Croydon to Westminster. Yeah, we can go in here. Okay, we're in. Hey, has this been done up?
I don't like it here. It makes me feel weird.
It is weird. Has it been done up? It looks cleaner. Doesn't it? Weren't the chairs a bit broken? Or am I thinking of the St. Paul's? I could be thinking of St. Paul's. Who knows? Right, well. Fingers crossed. London loads. Okay, there's people. There are people around. That's promising. Question is the door there? Because we ain't getting in if there ain't no fucking door. Can we actually go in here? No, that was closed off. That's fine. It looks promising.
People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping me.
Yeah, let's go in here. Promising. Alright. Well, we got there in the end. Charles McAndrew, or should I call you Loway?
Oh, good. You're back. Did you find it?
I wonder if we can sell him out. Not yet, I did. I could lie to him, but to what end? What would that open up? I don't think it would open up anything. I opened the envelope. Looks like you've got an interesting past. That might be the way to sort of press him on it. Oh, there's no dialogue. Your Chinese must be a little rusty these days, eh, Lowai? I didn't know any better. I'd say it was a letter from a spy. Care to explain? Cut the shit, trader. Your Chinese... Well, it's a different time and people were desperate, I suppose. I don't know if I can... Well... Yeah, I don't know if I can call him a traitor or not, though. Like, it is traitorous, what he did. But, again, desperation drives people to very strange things. You know, Chinese must be a little rusty these days, eh, Lowai?
It's not what it looks like. Well, whatever you think.
I think it is.
You have to understand the pre-war era was a little more complex than the contemporaneous era.
You sound like you're full of shit.
I think it'd be best if we just stuck to our original agreement, with the caveat of your discretion, of course.
Mm-hmm. Hush now, your secret is safe with me, but my silence has a cost. Pre-war can stay pre-war for an added price. I'm sure your friends would love to hear all about it. Tell you what, since you're an old fella, how about I lend you my young legs? Does that mean I'm gonna, like, I demand a premium to keep this to myself? Scholar. We don't have any scholar checks. I strongly suggest you consider providing a premium if you want to keep this to yourself. Yeah, let's do a scholar check.
Okay. Just keep your voice down. Here's some money. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to forget ever meeting you.
Well, 400 tickets, not bad, not bad. Let's get out of here. In fact, let's get to the main quest. So, now, let's do the war games.
Visit outside the walls sometime. See how...
Okie dokie. And, you know what? Let's see. It's in Westminster, right? Can't remember. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is, off the side of the map. God, do we want to run it, or do we just... Let's just fast travel. I feel like it's less likely to crash the game. Alright, that works. That works for me. Alright, we need to go... in the park, I guess? A lot of people here, that's a good sign. That means the game is not crashing. Hooray.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you.
Hey, I wouldn't get snarky with me, mate. You smell like milk. How do we get... Oh, there's a bridge there. Okay, let's go this way, I guess. Follow the path. What is this? Is this a park? Actually, is this Hyde Park? Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, it is. Fuck, it is. Apparently there's a bunch of Tommies in the ground here. Oh no, no, they've disappeared. It's righted itself. Who are you? I like your hat. Oh, and your little anonymous mustache you've got there. Ah, Guido, Guy Fawkes. Right, gotcha. What's it say? Desperate disease requires a dangerous remedy. What are you from? Very odd. Okay, not talking to me though. I'm going to commit a cardinal British sin here, and I'm going to cut the queue. Even from a Sherlock Holmes here. Hey, what up, Greeter?
Welcome, esteemed guests, to the most spectacular event of the year. Jousts, duels, and archery, the finest of old world entertainment.
I'm going to flash a miscellaneous piece of paper at you. I have a ticket.
Quite see it. Hold it out for me.
Here it is again.
Just hand me ticket.
Okay, fine.
You are hereby invited to the 2076 Annual Socialist Conference.
I don't know where I got that, actually.
Bring your own refreshments. I take it you don't have a ticket?
No.
Then I'm under no obligation to let you in, I'm afraid.
You make an exception?
All spectators must purchase tickets in advance.
Yeah, you make an exception.
It's within my powers to make the occasional exception, yes. Though, of course, you'd have to do something for me first.
Alright, sounds reasonable.
Very reasonable, I'd say. The task shouldn't be too difficult. That robot, Guido, they call him, Protectron model. He is the bane of my existence. Really is. I've had enough of his pamphleteering. Make some of the guests uncomfortable. Convince him to leave.
Okay, fine. Who will organise the event? The robot might respond to a name drop.
In all honesty, I'm not too sure. This is by far the oddest event I've greeted for. Supposedly there's an important guest attending, but no one knows who. My first guess would be the Prime Minister. But then, why all the secrecy?
Okay, well, that sounds easy enough.
Great.
I'll get to it.
I'll let you through when the job's done.
We did contemplate here that, well, a couple episodes ago, we contemplated that Mr. X might have been Smythe. Oh, no, sorry, that Smythe was working for... Mr. X was working for Smythe. That's where we're going. I kind of had the thought last recording that maybe, as I said just then, Mr. X is Smythe. And this is all a ruse. It's all a setup to give him more power, right? And we're doing his dirty work. What that means, though, I don't know. Maybe we get invited to Angel to join them, which would feel very much like the bad route. That'd be like going to the Institute, right? That's the evil route. So I don't think that's what we're going to do. Angel put me in a fucking test tube. I'm not going to go back to them. But I guess the only other main contenders are the Vagabonds and Camelot, but we've not dealt with Camelot, so fuck knows. Guido!
Greetings. I hope you're enjoying your evening. Please read this material when you have the time.
Oh, fifth column. We've
Comrade. Back the fifth column.
We've stumbled on the fifth column, haven't we? They were at Cable Street. But we didn't really know, because Cable Street was like a historical thing. There was something that happened at Cable Street. I can't remember. It was like something to do with fighting down fascists or something. Or was it that the fascists were marching there and they got stoned or something at Cable Street? I can't remember. Tell me about the fifth column.
The fifth column is everything the gentry isn't. We fight for the downtrodden, rather than the rich and powerful. We are the bastion of justice in these dark times.
I'm not sold, though, Guido, because those often... Again, this is back to this conversation we're having about who's an asset and what's been... we are the product that is bought and sold. The ones that are now appealing to the downtrodden and they're trying to turn it round, but the thing is, they're only doing that because they know that the tables are sort of turning and people are turning against the very, very rich. And because of that, they're now trying to use that to get themselves into power. So it's a power play on. They're not doing it for your behalf. They're not doing it on your, you know. It's just another shape of the same fucking problem. Who's your leader? There, exactly that. Look, the fact that they've referred to as the glory is cult idolation, right? They're setting up an idol for you to, you know, you point all your hate at somebody else and you put all your love into this one person. They're the only person that can solve your problems. And that is always a troublesome thing when it comes to anybody in power. What are your aims?
To restore London to its former glory, and build a great and bountiful empire from its ashes.
I think they refer to its ashes and empire as well. Nah, are you recruiting?
We are always recruiting, friend. Visit our headquarters on Cable Street.
I mean, do we go and visit them at some point? We maybe should, but I don't want to join them because already they sound a bit shifty. Mysterious stranger, can you see someone's been following you? Probably an enemy of the column. I'd get out of here before it's too late, Guido.
Affirmative. Guido will return to his mistress.
Okay, I've heard enough. Fuck off. Everything you believe is total shit. Get out of here. Goodbye.
Mind the gap.
Alright, so he's going to fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sold on the fifth column. Not sold. Can we have a look at his propaganda? Let's see. What would it be? Miscellaneous, maybe? What would it be under? Propaganda? Pamphlet? Procurement ledger? No. Shit, what was it called? I didn't see what it was called. No, fuck knows. God knows what it was. Soldier's note? No. Endorsement? What do the endorsements look like? Oh, it's just a little card. Nice. Operation Spaghetti Job, did we look at that? Oh, it's got a missing texture file there, great. What else we got? I don't know if he gave us anything, did he? Would it be fifth column, maybe? Yeah, there we go, fifth column propaganda. Oh. Great pamphlet, Guido. You fucking idiot. There's nothing on it. Okay.
I can't believe you actually did it. Thank the Lord. As promised, you're free to go through. Oh, and watch out for those Camelot knights. They say a great army's been built down in Wandsworth. Want to rival the Tommies.
Oh.
And they're part of it. Supposedly.
So they're probably the other faction then, right? Let's talk to Tristan.
Before you ask, I've never even heard of Camelot.
I don't believe you for a second. I like the armor, like it's the old metal armor from Fallout 4, but I think maybe with some stuff on the pauldron, and then they've added a cape, which is nice. Okay, I didn't ask though.
I'm really bad at this. Just talk to Assault.
Okay, I guess we talk to Assault.
Yeah?
The knight told me to speak to you about Camelot.
Tristan? Of course he did. He's never been very subtle. Bless him. Yeah, we're involved.
Involved with what exactly?
We're building an army in Wandsworth. And with it, we'll take Westminster and destroy the gentry.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
Parliament is an insult to democracy.
A lot of bureaucracy, I'll give them that. What will you do once you've taken Westminster?
We will transform London into a true representative democracy.
I mean, I'm not 100% sold on your ideas there, because again, what's to stop you once you're in power from rescinding on that? Why did the gentry put on this event when you're supposed to be enemies?
We aren't officially on the gentry's radar. When they kicked us out of Eastminster 7 years ago, they essentially forgot about us. They still haven't completed the paperwork necessary to redeclare us a threat. Bureaucrats.
Okay, well, can I join?
We're always looking for recruits. Go to the fort in Richmond Park. You can't miss it.
Okay, this event's some kind of clandestine recruiting event then, right?
We're always looking for recruits. Go to the fort in Richmond.
Yeah, we've already done that. Okay. You don't happen to have any high-powered explosives, do you?
You know what? I happen to find something of that nature in my locker. Beats me how it got there. Wouldn't it be a shame if someone were to use it on these gentry folk? A crying shame.
Are they not worried about the blowback on them?
Wish me luck.
Because not only does it put them on the gentry's radar again, it also has the potential to kill some of their people. Gentry, okay, so you're not. Famished hide. God, we're not seen a famished in a while. Plasmic archers, I'll take those. I guess we'll do the old loop-de-doop and see if there's anything here that is worth taking. Was that a lawnmower? Guess so. Some beds in here, some gentry on the sofa. There's a plate. Yeah, they're just chilling over there. A lot of people on the... Oh, there we go, we're running faster now. A lot of people sitting and waiting and watching, which is good. I've been to actual medieval sort of jousting events. I used to... My uncle used to be part of the Royal Armouries in Leeds, and they used to have jousting events and falconry events and stuff like that. Loved it. I'm guessing that is the tower that they were saying that the explosive need to go on, but we don't have the explosive, so I guess we keep looking for now. Toilet. No one else to speak to. Ah, the old buckets on the head. I'm guessing this. Is that a nod to Skyrim, or is it just to sort of, you know, don't want to give proper armor to the... Oh, hypo. Proper armor to the little armor stands or whatever. Clothing's iron. No, nothing there. I like these tents though. They're nice. They're chill. We're getting this one? Nope. Some of them are just closed off. Just a gentry.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tea station. Very nice. Gotta have that. What do we got here? Hey, crazy Kayla.
Interested in some refreshments. I meant to say refreshments.
Are you sure? Are you allowed to be selling this stuff?
Not exactly. But no one's scared enough to stop me. Or they just haven't noticed me yet.
Okay, well, I like it. Show me the goods.
Top-notch goods right here.
No, you got some ammo. I have a little bit of caps. Maybe we get more 32. Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. That'll do. What else have we got? Some junk. Duct tape? Yeah. No, I don't think we're desperate for any of that stuff at the moment. I think we're good. We do have some Radaway and Radex. That's kind of nice. Ooh, wow, you get a lot of shipments of shit. Right, okay, good to know. Might have to come back here. Nice. Alright, thanks, Kayla. Are you just gentry? Yeah, you're just gentry.
It's horrible to live in places without luxury.
Oh yeah, it's just the worst. Let's have a look at that gun, right?
Wow.
Scaramanga.
That looks so
Calibrated.
boring.
Standard. Gold-plated. And why would you, like, drop it back to, like, a standard receiver, right? Why would you do that? It already comes as gold. Iron sights and glow sights. I think it's, yeah, well, we were right. It doesn't require
People
much.
have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
Actually, let's have a look at the armor, too. We've got that mask. Let's have a look. Cultist suit. Ballistic level 5, 110. Yeah, it's not that great. Mountbaten's hat. Done that. Tailcoat. 110. You know, I kind of like our Anarchy levers. Slightly better, too, actually. Interesting, but we can't do anything with the mask or anything, which is a bit of a shame.
Am I invisible, or are you an invalid? Which is it?
Alright. Is this the Camelot? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. This looks like it.
I do hope Father is proud of me.
Flat top hats, tickets, explosive charge, tickets, grenade. Wow, a lot of shit in here. I don't really want the coifs and stuff. I'll leave that. Let's check this. I guess this last tent over here. It's just hay. All right. Okay. Let's go plant the explosives, right?
In a hurry? An important meeting, perhaps?
Oh yeah, I do actually. I see a guy about a bomb. Boop. Oh shit. Are you the good one that we like, or are you gonna accost me for planting a bomb? Nothing, apparently.
You've done it.
Oh, okay.
Now we wait.
Why are you here?
I needed to see you do it. I needed to be sure. My death is coming soon. I can feel it. But at least I'll die a free man. And all I ask is that I'm buried in a free land.
Why do you hate him so much?
Do you have any idea what it's like to be created in a lab? I wasn't just born into slavery. I was born for it. Born to kill. Born with the knowledge that I was going to die within 3 years. My first assignment was in the angel slaughterhouses. I killed my siblings. Those who were at the end of their life cycle. I watched as they dissolved in acid. Screaming. They could feel death. That's when it awoke within me. Free will. I've hated them ever since.
We're all very similar, really. Like, you know, they talk about clones and they're feeling death and all that kind of stuff. It raises questions of what it is to be human and how much suffering you can see other people go through and not want to do stuff. I feel like if you are lacking empathy, then you are lacking humanity. It's not necessarily that you need to be on board with every project, but you do need to kind of understand and put yourself in other people's positions to see how they live and how the current system is not helping them in the same way it helps you. I feel like that's... Oh, she idolizes me. Well, thanks, Kira. That's obviously she likes my little speech there. What's it like being a clone?
Every day we wonder when it will happen. When the time will come to be thrown away and forgotten. Forever. At least I'm fortunate enough to do something about it. The others, they just can't bring themselves to hate their master.
Yeah. Well, what happens now?
As I said, we wait. The games will begin shortly.
No, it's rigged to explode. Let's get away from here. Nice. I guess... Which way are you going? This way. Guess we go... down here? Yeah, look, we've got all these guys here. I'm kind of worried that they're going to get blasted too, right? I suppose they're just... Well, sounds horrible. They're just squires. Yeah. Oh, we're going to sit. Okay. Yep, I did kill a bunch of Camelot people. They might be pissed at us.
Stand by for an announcement from the head of the civil service.
Yeah, we've got played. We've totally got played. 100% got played. I didn't get this far. I in the recording that never was.
It is with great sadness that I
Did we
address
just kill the
the
Prime Minister?
city in these troubling times.
We've just handed him more power.
With the families of those who lost their lives in this tragic incident, and I'd like to declare a moment of silence. During times like these, it is the duty of civil service to ensure that tonight's events are not repeated. Therefore, we shall be stepping up to ensure the continuation of government services while this state of emergency is ongoing. Compliance with these groups is compulsory. If anyone has any questions or queries, please direct them to the office of the head of the civil service.
It's not like any government would stage an attack and then use it to control their people, right? Okay. Well, that sucks ass. Can I get up? I can. Okay. Okay, let's go talk to this guy. Oh, nope, doesn't care. You are just freaking the fuck out. You know you can move, right? Squires are very dead.
Strip on bare.
I don't want to strip and bare, I just want the good stuff. They've all got flashlights. Okay, you've not. Right away, though. Chinese submachine gun? A tround pistol? What's that? What's a tround pistol? Let's have a look at that, right? Chocolate. Tickets, stim packs. Okay, nothing there. There's a head over here. Oh, okay. You have a bit of stuff, bit of ammo. What a 5mm, and that's about it. What was that? You had a Homburg. What's a Homburg? Is that the hat? It's the hat. Yeah, nice. Another dead fella here with a top hat. Another couple of dead squires here. No, these are knights. Yeah. I feel like they're going to be pretty pissed about that. I don't know. But I kind of want to see what they have to offer us, right? Okay, well, let's... Where are they? Oh yeah, look. Look, we called it. Angel into the shadows. So I can go to the office of the head of civil service. I can go to Camelot. I can go to the 5th column, back to black. Yeah, the black shirts, right? That's the Cable Street riots were the black shirts. They were the fascists. Was it neo-Nazis or just Nazis? I can't remember. It might have been during, like, just as World War II was kicking off. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But I know there was a Nazi sort of movement in the UK, and it got the shit kicked out of it. Rightfully so. Camelot, sword in hand. Let's go to Camelot, shall we? I guess we go to London, Maine. Yeah, I don't want to go to the... Don't want to go there.
Hey, listen, I
Oh.
owe you an apology.
What about, Kira? What's this about?
It's about your past. What you told me about waking up in a vat. I always thought it was some sort of joke. Maybe even a ruse to trick me. I never took you seriously. For so long, I've been holding back. Holding suspicions. But then that lady at the museum said that's exactly what happened. And I realized you've been honest with me this whole time. I'm sorry. I never believed you before. You've been so open with me and so accepting of me. And here I was, never truly trusting you.
I don't really... You've got nothing to apologise for. If people are holding on to trauma, I feel like... You know, it's understandable to be guarded.
Of course you'd say that. It's just... You know, you mean a lot to me.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Everyone else in this broken city is out for themselves. Every time I've trusted someone, I've gotten hurt. And hurt badly. After a while, I think I became broken myself. I lost sight of what it was to be me. I hide behind these grand visions and big ideals, whilst in truth, deep, just scared of being honest with anyone. But being with you...
The voice actor for Kira is very, very good.
Without reservation, without judgment. And I've learned that together, we really can make a difference in the world.
Be yourself?
Look, I know I'm not perfect, alright? And there's not many people who've put up with my ways before. I've been kicked out of home after home. No one ever wanted me around. Apart from my family, of course. My mum. She always accepted me. Didn't let me get away with everything, of course, but she never pushed me away. You sometimes remind me of her, you know?
I've just been mum-zoned. Okay. I'm always here for you, Kira.
Thanks. It's been hard for me to believe that before, but now I finally know it's true.
So, together, what happened to me being your sidekick?
Well, maybe we can take turns being sidekick. What do you say?
Yeah, let's go on an equal footing, right? It's a deal.
Fantastic. Let's head out then, side... I mean... You lead the way, my fellow adventurer.
Well, we've reached the highest level of affinity with Kira. You've gained the Tube Raider perk. Alright, let's see what that does. I'm surprised we didn't get it after finishing her quest, actually. Tube Raider. Thanks to your relationship with Kira, action points regenerate faster, deplete slower when sprinting, and you gain plus 50 carry weight. Nice. Interesting. Cool. That's very good. So what's our carry weight now? Wait, were we that close to being overweight before? No, that's our HP. Where's our inventory? Oh yeah, 325. Nice, 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 nice. That's really handy. Okay, right, where do we go from here to get to Camelot? Oh, over by the marshes. Do we go to the Pen Ponds? I guess we go to the Pen Ponds, it's closest. Okay, Pen Ponds, and there's Rad Roger there.
It's culling time.
Let's get some shots off on that, shall we? Oh, it's got flame damage, and noticed that before. Have we got slowed movement there, or is the Rad just really slow? Oh man, it is doing damage.
Aha!
Wow.
Kira the adventurer.
Nice. Hang on. No, it just the Rad was moving slow. Weird. Okay. It seems like a fairly good gun. I kind of like it. We've got a Skelly Man with a stim pack up here. We'll take the stim pack. And anything else? Doesn't look like it. So now we just got to get to Camelot. Camelot? Camelot! No, let's not go there. It's a silly place. I need to watch that again. It's been a long time since I've watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And honestly, one of my favourite movies. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. If you haven't seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, you're doing yourself a disservice by not watching it. It's just the silliest of British comedies, but I do love it. Right, let's go this way. And this looks like the way in. Who's this charming fellow? Lancelot, of course.
Hail, fellow. My respects to you. Your exploits are known here. Have you come to join us?
What do you know of my exploits?
Westminster's usually closed to us commoners. Parliament even more so. But you, you got those signatures and beat the gentry at their own game. All within their sodding laws. In a fair world,
Sounds a bit like,
Instead, they chucked you in the nick. Typical, innit?
Oh shit, that's the guy from Shaun of the Dead?
Natural fate led you here.
Can't fucking remember, but he sounds looks a bit like him too, actually. Sean Pegg. Is it Sean Pegg? Simon Pegg? I feel like it's... No. Is it Simon? It might be Simon Pegg. It might be Simon Pegg. Hang on. Yeah, he looks a bit like Simon Pegg and sounds a bit like him.
Can we get on with it?
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm just travelling through, may I enter?
Of course, we've all the amenities. Just stay clear of the keep if you want to keep your head, and speak to Arthur before you go. He has a way with words. Might just be that you stick around.
Okay, alright. I'm not entirely sure I want to talk to join these guys yet. Camelot Levy. Some...
Patience is key.
A lot of vendors here. Yeah, a lot of vendors. Okay. Well, I think this might be a good place to leave it. And next episode we will have a chat to everybody here. Meet the mysterious Arthur. And, I don't know, maybe we'll stop in at the 5th column as well and have a chat with them. I just want to kind of like, not hedge my bets, but I don't want to pick somebody just yet. I want to work out my options. But, yeah, I think this is a good spot to leave it. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's good to be, you know, a bit ahead of where we were when we had the, you know, problems with recording. So this has worked out really well. I'm happy with it. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Tally-ho!